Alright, this is a video for 2HT about the next paragraph, 6.3, and that paragraph is about histograms and stem and leaf diagrams. Now I'm going to explain what this is later, so this video is about what a histogram is. You can take a look at this information. If you want, you can read this yourself, but I'm going to explain what these things are. Here we see a histogram. An histogram looks a lot like a bar chart, but you can see that there is no gap between the bars, so the bars are all attached to each other. Also, a histogram is a bar chart for a frequency table. So we need to explain what a frequency table is. So let's see what this thing is about. This is about the number of births per day. So that means that, well, every day children are born, and here they measured in the hospital of Almelo how many children were born on each day. Well, sometimes there were 3 children being born, and that happened 4 times. So on 4 days, 3 children were being born. On 4 children were born on 3 different days. And on 6 different days, 5 children were born. That's how a frequency table works. Because the word frequency means how many times something happens. So 3 children being born happened 4 times. 4 children being born happened 3 times. And if you want to make a frequency table, then here you can see the steps that you can do. Here's all the raw data. Here they just said, well, there was 1 day with 5 children, 1 day with 4, etc. And here they did a tally. Here they just write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then you have all the frequencies. Right? Now we're going to take a look at exercise 43, because there we also have to make a histogram. So today you don't have to do a whole lot of exercises because you have to make a histogram. It takes a bit of time, so you have more than enough time for that. This is about a football training, and the number of breaths per minute were recorded for each player. And here are the results. And the more intense your training is, the quicker you'll breathe, right? But here there was a player that did 18 breaths per minute, but there was also a player with 19 breaths per minute, and with 23, etc. Now we first have to make a frequency table for this data. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a frequency table, like above here. And then I need to figure out what is the lowest number that we see in this data here, and that's 18. And the highest number we see is 23. So I'm going to write down here the number of breaths, right? This is the number of breaths, and it starts with 18. And then at the bottom we have the frequency. And the frequency means how many times that happens. So here, if you take a look at this table, we see 18 over here, and then we see another 18 over there. So there are 2 players that had 18 breaths per minute. So that's why number of breaths per minute is 18, and the frequency is 2 then. Now I'm going to write down the rest of the numbers, because here we have 20, 21, 22, and 23. Now let's take a look how much 19 happens. Here we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that happens 6 times. So I'm going to write that down. Then for 20, let's just start here again. I see no 20 there, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4 20s there. And then 21, we have 1, 2, 3. So that happens 3 times. So there were 3 players that had 21 breaths per minute. Then 22, let's see, do I see a 22 here? No, but I do see 1 there, so that's 1. And then 23 is here and there, so that's 2. Then the total should add up. It should be the same total. So over here we have 2 plus 6 is 8. So that's 12, 16, 18. I count 18 players. And over here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we didn't miss one. It's always good to count it, because sometimes you miss one, and that's not a very good thing to do. Right? So this is the frequency table. It's very nice. Then it says how many players attended the training. So it's exercise B. Well, I think we can answer that now. Exercise B is 18. Then C, what percentage of the players took more than 20 breaths per minute? Right, so more than 20 means 21, 22, or 23. So that's these players. So 6 players. So if you do 6 divided by the total, which is 18, and then times 100, oh, sorry about that, then you get the percentage, which is 33.3%. And then question D, you have to make a histogram for this frequency table. Now you can make the histogram yourself, using a a ruler and a pencil, but it should look like this. So at the bottom you write down 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then over here you make the bars just as high as they say over here. So 2 high, 6 high, 4 high, etc. And then later I'm going to send you the answer, and then you can see if you did it correct. Okay, now if you have a question about it, please let me know. Bye-bye.